Welcome, everyone. Ready to dive into the world of new media art?
I am. It's a fascinating field, a lot to unpack.
Absolutely. We'll be exploring its history, the evolution, how technology and art have kind of come together over time.
And how those lines have blurred, really. I mean, even the term new media art is debated. Think about it. Many artists who work with digital tools, the internet, even robotics, don't always use that label.
Right, right. They see themselves as sculptors and installation artists or just, artists, using the tools of today.
Exactly. It's about the creative process, the ideas, not necessarily fitting into a specific box.
Okay, so less about labels, more about the art itself.
One name that really stands out, Namjoon Paik,
Bake.
often called the father of video art, Korean American artist.
Okay.
He saw the potential of TV, video, not just to record things, but to make art.
Art that interacted with you?
Exactly. Art that made you think about technology differently.
So how did he actually use video? Did he make films?
He did. Experimental films, videotapes, music, performance, found footage, you name it. But he was also known for his installations.
Installations with video.
Yeah. Like using TV sets as sculptures.
Wow.
One of his early pieces, Magnet TV. He put a magnet, a strong one, on a TV.
Okay.
It distorted the image, all these abstract patterns.
Oh, so it's changing the image live.
Yeah, like a performance almost. The TV became the art.
Huh. Was he making a statement about technology? About how it can be used to manipulate?
Absolutely. He knew how technology was changing things, and his art explored both the good and the bad, the creative and the manipulative.
Yeah.
Like his piece, Electronic Superhighway.
Electronic Superhighway.
Huge installation, all these TV screens, each one showing something different, connected by neon lights, tracing the US map.
I'm trying to picture this. So many screens, all connected, kind of like information overload. Is that what he was going for?
In a way, yeah. He was fascinated by how TV connected people, all that information, all those images.
Changing how we see the world.
Right. And Electronic Superhighway, it showed that connection, but also like how fragmented it could be, how overwhelming.
And we should think about the internet, all the information we have now. It's like he was ahead of his time.
He was. Then as we move into the late 20th, early 21st century, the internet explodes.
Yeah.
Digital technologies become more accessible. Corey Archangel, for example, he used that,
Archangel? Yeah.
He was playful, but his work makes you think. Use video game aesthetics, glitches, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
His piece, Super Mario Clouds, he hacked a Super Mario Bros. Cartridge, so it only showed the scrolling clouds.
So just the clouds, like from the game.
Yeah. It became minimalist art.
Taking something so familiar, making you see it differently.
Exactly. He was all about technology, nostalgia, finding beauty in unexpected places.
And recontextualizing things, right? Like Duchamp with his ready-mades.
Right. And then, speaking of the digital realm, we can't forget NFTs.
NFTs, things get really interesting there.
They've shaken up the art world for sure. But what is an NFT, for those who don't know?
Yeah, it's one of those terms everyone throws around, but maybe not everyone gets it.
So imagine you have a digital image, video, song, whatever. An NFT is like a digital certificate.
Okay.
It uses blockchain technology to prove you own it, the original.
So like owning the original Mona Lisa, but it's digital.
Yeah.
And it's all on this blockchain.
Exactly. You can't copy it. It's verifiable.
So it changes everything for digital art. They can sell unique pieces now.
Right. Like Beeple, Mike Winkleman, his piece Every Day is the first 5,000 days.
The one that sold for, was it like $69 million?
Yeah. At Christie's, it was a collage of digital images, one he made every day for over 13 years.
Wow. So it wasn't just the art itself. It was like owning a piece of his journey.
And a piece of digital history. Scarcity, ownership, that's what NFTs are about.
Like owning a piece of the internet itself.
And then you have products like CryptoPunks.
Oh yeah, the little pixel guys.
From Larva Labs. They used algorithms to make unique characters. Limited number of them.
So it's like collecting baseball cards, but digital?
Exactly. A whole new kind of collecting. And now new media art is going beyond the screen,
Becoming more immersive.
Yeah. Installations that use all your senses. Hito Steyerl, she's great at that.
Steyerl.
German artist, filmmaker. Her installations, they explore surveillance, technology, how information flows.
Deep stuff.
Her piece, Factory of the Sun, it's video projections, motion capture, a whole narrative about how technology shapes our lives.
So you're not just watching, you're part of it.
Right. And then you have Rosalie Ganya, Gone sculptor. She uses AI, robotics in her work.
Robots making art?
Well, she uses them. It's like art and artificial life coming together. Her piece, Morphosis, these silicon robots, they interact, they learn.
They learn.
Yeah. But each time they perform, their memories are reset.
So every performance is different.
Exactly. And then there's Roy Nachum.
Okay. What does he do?
He collaborates with Mercer Labs. They use braille, light, sound, interactive elements.
So his work is for everyone. Yeah. Sighted, blind, everyone.
Yeah. He wants to make art accessible to everyone.
That's great. And speaking of technology changing art, 3D design and printing.
That's a whole other frontier. We'll get to that next.
So 3D design and printing, we've gone from daddyism to NFTs, and now this. It's like the digital world meeting the physical world.
Yeah, it's a whole new way of sculpting. You're working in virtual space.
Yeah.
You know, all these details, textures, things you couldn't do by hand, and then boom, you print it out, it becomes real.
It's like a digital chisel.
Exactly. Are there artists doing this, you ask?
Yeah, who's pushing the boundaries here?
Well, Ethan Solodukin, for example,
Solodukin.
his Soul Studies series, he uses software to create these sculptures.
So the computer helps him create these shapes, and then the printer makes them real. It's all about this back and forth between technology and art.
Pushing those boundaries, changing how we see things.
Exactly. And it's not over, is it?
Not even close. New technologies are always popping up. Who knows what artists will do next, what kind of art we'll see.
That's the exciting part, right? It's always changing. Makes you wonder, what's next for new media art?
It's an open question.
It is. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed our deep dive into this world. It's a fascinating field, always evolving, definitely worth exploring further.